Alright guys, I have a battle today against Fireheart4560, a guy that I actually met on Vex's Discord for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Anyway, he is also associated with the YouTube channel, which I'll leave in the description, in case you want to go ahead and check them out, which I would highly recommend. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started, and in-game name Jordan, as you can see, and he's going to lead with Rock, which I have no idea if I pronounced that right. Rock, I think. Yeah, Rock. I'm just gonna go with that, or Rock. Either way, he actually has two forms, this Pokemon. This is its faster form, which one I think is a little bit better. It's Rock type, so I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, and I am able to kill it. I expected him to think that he would outspeed, but he does not, because I am a Choice Scarf Garchomp, and I get the surprise on him right off the bat, and that's pretty good for me. So he's gonna go into Tapu Bulu, which I'm actually super afraid of. I'm just going to go into Salazzle here because I do X4 resist Grass, despite not having a whole lot of bulk on Salazzle. And he's going to go ahead and get off his Swords Dance, so now he can definitely do damage to me, but I am faster, and I do have two stab super effective moves. And I'm just going to go for that Flamethrower against him, hoping to maybe kill him, and he ends up going into Piu Kumuku. I'm just going to say that, Piu Kumuku. I think that's right, but this is the thing, we saw this earlier, and it usually carries innards out. What you need to know about this Pokemon is it's basically Shuckle. It's not going to use any attacking moves. In fact, its moveset is almost always purely status and, other, status moves. So I'm just going to go ahead and taunt it because I don't really think he can do anything after that, and right now I think he really wants to get rid of my Salazzle using innards out. Now, what innards out does is what any HP that he has, basically taken down, if he faints, any HP that he had prior to that turn gets dealt damage. So it's basically a sweep stopper, and it's very efficient in that role. So what I'm going to do now is, now that he can't, recover or do anything like that, I'm just going to go for the Nasty Plot. I actually expected him to switch, but he ends up staying in and going for Struggle, which I'm actually okay with, because it's going to lower his own HP, and he can't recover because obviously I do have him taunted. So the less, if I can get him to a point that get his HP is under half, or around 25%, I can safely kill this thing for minimal damage to Salazzle, which is what I'm going for right now. And Salazzle actually does outspeed this guy's whole team by the looks of it, so I really am trying to go for the Salazzle sweep right now, as he continues to just struggle me, and he's now at yellow HP. Now, he is healing a little bit more than he is gaining. Sorry, he is healing a little bit more at the end of turn than he is, taking damage from the bird. Bird, of course, damage is nerfed, so it's just basically getting his leftovers. He's still getting the grassy terrain, healing effect. Unfortunately, my taunt wore off this turn, so I was actually going to try and hope that I could get a, another taunt off, or sorry, another turn of that, so I could, you would have to take another, round of damage from Struggle. But unfortunately for me, it does wear off that turn as he now protects, and I'm just going to be like, okay, I'm just going to kill this thing. I'm not going to die. I'm probably going to take around 50%, a little more than that once you factor in my Life Orb. And yeah, I end up doing that and pretty much killing this Piyukamu, which... but I have two Nasty Plots, though, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I outspent his whole team, and I feel pretty confident I might be able to sweep here. He goes into Gengar. I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower. Unless he's Focus Sash, he's just going to die, and he ends up having Curse Body, though, which, yes, that is Gengar's new ability. It's actually a decent ability, too. Obviously, it's nowhere near as good as Leftovers and what that did for Gengar, but it actually really helps him here, because I go for the Flamethrower, so now it's disabled. I can't Flamethrower. My only other attacking move is Sludge Bomb, and yeah, he's just going to go into Magirna here, which is apparently how you say it, not Mage Arna like I thought it was last time. No, but yeah, I'm just going to taunt him just so he doesn't set up or anything, but most of these things are like Scarfed or something. I don't really know. Or sometimes there's Automatize. I think that's the setup move sometimes people run on it. Either way, kind of sucks because Salazzle was in a nice position, but Curse Body actually helping out Gengar this time and preventing a sweep. He's going to be able to kill me, as you saw, and I'm just going to go into Garchomp and just go for an Earthquake. It does kill him, but it does give him another free switch here into Tapu Bulu, and I really can't, obviously, afford staying in and Earthquaking this thing because it resists. So I'm just going to go out into my Necrozma as he goes for Swords Dance, and yeah, obviously that is still, really frightening as he just Horn Leeches my Necrozma before it can even do anything. And, yeah, Tapu Bulu is super scary because it's very physically bulky, and it's hard to get rid of. And I'm just going to go into Garchomp. I do have Iron Head, which I'm hoping will, maybe do some decent damage due to the super effective nature of the attack. But he's going to go into Metagross, so he's actually doing pretty well. He's going to try here to, he had a, obviously my Salazzle was going off on him early. He is hoping to turn it around with his Mega Metagross as it Mega Evolves and springs an Agility. Now, most of the time you don't see Agility on Mega Metagross since it's already super fast when it Mega Evolves. However, that just makes it even more deadly because now not even, the fastest Choice Scarfers is going to outpace this thing. I go into my Xurkitree, which is Choice Scarfs, but after that Agility, I'm no chance I'm going to outspeed him. I just have to hope I can live a hit, and the downside of using Agility on your, Metagross, is that, because you can't carry certain moves, and apparently he does not have Earthquake on this thing, sacrificed it for the Agility, and he's not going to be able to quite kill my Xurkitree with Zen Headbutt, as I get off a Thunderbolt, and I get a Paralysis, which was really huge. I was just trying to get him to a point, honestly, in the back of my mind, hoping that I could A, live a hit, and just so I can get the revenge kill with my Water Circuit, which on my Greninja, which is really the only priority move I have. So I ended up getting the Paralysis, and that really did help, as he's going to go into Tapu Bulu again, and I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt against this thing. Like I said, I can outspeed him, and even if he does go for the Horn Leech, I only have 5 HP left, so he's not going to be able to heal for that much. It's better than obviously switching and letting him heal pretty much completely on whatever I switch into. So, yeah. So Xurkitree is going to go down, but like I said, the Tapu Bulu is now at 50% HP, so I'm just going to go right into my other Pokemon that I have here, Minior. And Minior is a very interesting Pokemon. It's, first of all, its first form, once it Shields Down goes deactivated, is very defensive, and when Shields Down activates, it gets much stronger, but it's also a Shell Smash user, and has interesting Rock Flying typing. So I'm just going to go for that Shell Smash, so I can be, faster than this thing. And now that my White Herb activates, which, by the way, gets back all of those stats that just dropped, I'm able to go for the Acrobatics, which is a move that obviously, well, if you don't know, probably do. Acrobatics powers up to really good, I think it's 120 base when you are attacking without a hold item. So, and it's stabbed after a Cell Smash, which means it can definitely KO that Tapu Bulu. So that's a good game there, Fireheart. We actually have a rematch that I'll be posting probably next week, which we kind of change a few things in our team and try again. So look forward to that if you dare. And go and sure you check out the channel that he's associated with. And today's question of the day is mostly probably for my VGC players out there. And I know Smogon used to be like the only competitive battlers, that were existent prior to, VGC becoming a thing. So today's question of the day is, if you don't play VGC, which I don't, why don't you? And I don't because I just prefer single battle Smogon formats. Always kind of liked it. I always felt like it was the most interesting format. But if you do play VGC, what Pokemon do you like to use most in VGC? Or what Pokemon do you think is the more powerful in VGC than it is necessarily in Smogon singles? So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later.